Ready, hunt!
Welcome to Chef's Take. I'm your host, Michael Zavaris, and today I'll be bringing you the recent NFL news, yearly picks, and weekly picks. So, let's get started with some of the news. Now, we all know that Andrew Luck retired. Yeah, took everybody off guard. Said he was mentally worn down. This means, you have to invest in offensive line. They're going to be regretting this for the next, years to come. Alright. Zeke and the Cowboys agreed to a 6-year deal worth $90 million, making him the highest paid running back in NFL history. Good for you, Zeke. Now the Cowboys don't have the money to sign Dak and Cooper. Texans lose Lamar Miller to a torn ACL. That's old news. Clowney gets traded to the Seahawks in exchange for a third-round pick, Jacob Martin, and Markevius Mingo. Yeah. The Dolphins trade Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills to the Texans in exchange for a package of picks, including 2 first-round picks and a second. Then the Texans traded for Carlos Hyde. I forget what the Chiefs got, but yeah, they got Carlos Hyde. McCoy got cut by Buffalo, and later that day, he gets signed to the Chiefs and reunites with head coach Andy Reid. Saints traded for Kiko Alonso. Joe Hayden agrees to a 2-year, $22 million extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers. AB is getting suspended by Oakland. Over the summer, he's been fined about $53,000 for not showing up to practice. And him and the Raiders GM went quote-unquote at it. And so, yeah, the Raiders are thinking of suspending AB. Yeah. I figured this was going to happen sooner rather than later. I'm not surprised that AB's already starting all this drama. What else? Due to Andrew Luck retiring, Jacoby Brissett gets a new 2-year contract worth $30 million. He's a decent quarterback. I don't think he's worth $15 million. What else? Former second-round pick Darius Geis will be the future back for the Redskins, which will place future Hall of Famer Adrian Peterson at backup. I think I'm an Eagles fan. You guys know this. I would like to see the Redskins do what the Saints did with Kamara and Ingram, and that we all know how that went pretty well. Because after what you saw last season, it shows that Adrian Peterson still has some in the tank. The Falcons owner said that the Falcons are very close to reaching an agreement on a new contract with Julio Jones. Jared Goff agrees to a 4-year extension worth $134 million and $110 million being guaranteed, which is the most in NFL history. I'll say right now, not worth it. I wouldn't say he is a choke artist. He did have 4 game-winning drives or like fourth quarter comebacks, but he had a chance to keep the game close in Super Bowl 53, but instead throws a pick. So he's really not the best under pressure. So yeah. The Chargers let Melvin Gordon look at trades or whatever, and it was reported that the Eagles were the only team to give an offer to the Chargers, which included Jordan Howard and a mid-round pick for Melvin Gordon. And I believe that LA would have to pay for Melvin's salary. So that wraps up some of the news in the NFL right now. Now I'll go to my yearly predictions, like records and such. Starting with the AFC, the Browns go 11-5, Ravens go 10-6. They both go to the playoffs. Steelers 8-8, Bengals 4-12. Texans are going to go 10-6. Jags go 10-6 but miss the playoffs. Titans go 6-10 and Colts go 3-13. Patriots, no brainer, go 13-3. Jets go 8-8. Bills 6-10. Dolphins 2-14. Yeah, I don't see him winning much with Fitzpatrick or Josh Rosen. The Chiefs go 13-3, get the number 1 seed. Chargers 12-4, get a wild card spot. Raiders go 5-11, Broncos 3-13. Packers and Bears go 12-4. They both make the playoffs, but the Packers, the Bears getting a wild card spot. Vikings 9-7, Lions 4-12. The Saints are going to go 13-3, get the number 1 seed. Panthers go 10-6, miss the playoffs, and the Falcons and Bucks go 6-10. NFC East, the Eagles go 13-3, get number 2 seed. Cowboys go 10-6, miss the playoffs. Redskins go 6-10, Giants 3-13. NFC West, Seahawks and Rams both make it to the playoffs. The Seahawks will be the best team in the division. Rams getting a wild card spot. Yeah. I think they're going to take a step back, especially with Todd Gurley with arthritis in his knee. Yeah, they're going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be as good as they were last year, so yeah. Then we're going to go to the playoffs. Texans versus Chargers. Ravens at Browns. Cleveland. Bears go to Green Bay. I have the Bears winning that game. Rams versus Seahawks. The Rams. Texans versus Chiefs. Browns versus New England. Bears and Saints. Rams and Eagles. Patriots and Chiefs. I think the Chiefs get revenge this year and go to the Super Bowl, as do the Eagles getting revenge on the Saints from last year. And I don't like playing the what-if game in the NFL, but in my opinion, I think the Eagles would have beaten the Saints if Jeffrey didn't drop the ball.
Shut your bitch ass the fuck up!
So Super Bowl 54 will be the Chiefs and Eagles, and drumroll, Eagles win the Super Bowl 28-24. Knock on wood. Here's the reason why. The Chiefs' defense is decent. The Eagles have a good defense, but they don't have the best of secondaries. And the Eagles have way more weapons than the Chiefs do. The Chiefs have Tyreek Hill Sammy Watkins, and Travis Kelce. Receiving wise, running game you only have a declining McCoy and a Damian Williams. But the Eagles, you have a running back committee with Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, Corey Clement, and Darren Sproles. And the receiving core, which I think is probably the best in the league, Alshon Jeffrey, Nelson Aguilar, Deshaun Jackson, who just came back, Zach Ertz, and Dallas Goedert, best tight end in the league in my opinion. Yeah. So the Eagles have more weapons. They have the best front seven in the league. The only reason why I think it's going to be a 4-point game is because, our corners can't really cover that well. I mean, we allowed Brady to 505 passing yards, and Brady didn't have Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. Tyreek Hill, I think, would torch the Eagles in defense. So, yeah. But the Eagles will pull out for the win. Yeah. Then you go to the awards. MVP, I think, goes to either Wentz or Mahomes. Probably Wentz. Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Kyler Murray. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Nick Bosa. Comeback Player of the Year is either going to be Cam Newton or Carson Wentz. And Coach of the Year will be either Sean Payton or Doug Peterson. And that's all I have to give you today. This is Michael Zavleris, presenting Chef's Take. Thanks for watching.